The students, in the last classes we were discussing about molecular formula of some compounds and the number of atoms present in given molecules, means atomicity. So here these examples are given in your book and try to see what example is given. First example is that ammonia. Its the molecular formula is NH3. And what is there? The name of atom is that N stand for nitrogen and H stand for hydrogen. And how many nitrogen is there? 1. And how many hydrogen is there? 3. Means, suppose I will ask what is the atomicity, the ratio is that 1:3. In the case of marble, its name is that CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Its chemical name is that calcium carbonate. And what is the constituent particles? What is the constituent element or particles? It is the same thing. What is there? Ca stand for calcium, C stand for carbon, and O stand for oxygen. Means calcium, carbon, and oxygen is there. And what is the ratio? 1:3. In the case of sand, what is the formula is that SiO2, silicon dioxide, and Si stand for silicon and O2 means oxide. What is the ratio? 1:2. Same as baking soda, NaHCO3. Its the chemical name is that sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. What is the constituent particle? Sodium. H stand for hydrogen, C stand for carbon, and O stand for oxygen. What is the ratio? 1:3. In the case of caustic soda, the chemical name is NaOH. Its chemical name sodium hydroxide. What is there? Na stand for sodium, O stand for oxygen, H stand for hydrogen. What is the ratio? 1:1:1. Same is that glucose. You can see that. Quicklime, CaO, calcium oxide. Its chemical name is calcium oxide. Ca stand for calcium, O stand for oxygen. And what is the ratio? 1:1. And potassium permanganate. Its the chemical name is that KMnO4. K stand for potassium, Mn stand for manganese, and O stand for oxygen. And what is the ratio? 1:1:4. And last one is that sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Na stand for sodium, you know, S stand for sulfur, O stand for oxygen. And what is the ratio? 2:1:4. Because 2 sodium is there, 1 sulfur is there, and 4 oxygen is there. That is a ratio. So now we are going to start what is radical. Positive radical and negative radical. Basic radical, acidic radical. Try. We are going to start radical. What is radical? It is a very important topic. Try to understand what is radical. An atom and group of atoms containing negative charge or positive charge is called radical. Any atom or group of atom containing negative charge or positive charge is called radical. So before we start this topic, we have to know what is positive charge particle and what is negative charge particle. Now try to understand. Suppose any element A, B, C, D, any element react with B. Any element react with B. What form? AB. What form? AB. This is a new compound, new molecule, because that is a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, new substances are formed. Already we have discussed. So now here A react with B, what is formed? AB. That is a new molecule or compound. How they react? How A react with B? That is the main thing. Metal, non-metal and metalloids means any element react with other element either by sharing electron or losing or gaining electron. So today we will not talk about sharing of electron, we will talk about losing or gaining electron. Losing and gaining electron. So try to understand what is losing and gaining electron. Suppose any element A and X, Y, Z, any element is there. If X loses electron during chemical reaction, loses electron. If X loses any electron, what they will carry? It will carry positive charge. If X loses electron during chemical reaction, if any element loses electron during chemical reaction, it carries positive charge. Or if X gain electron during chemical reaction, X will carry negative charge. So it is very clear what is positive charge and what is negative charge. When any element loses electron, it carries positive charge, and positive charge particle is called cation. What is called? Cation. If any element loses electron, it carries positive charge, and that is called cation. Or if any element gain electron during chemical reaction, it carry negative charge, and negative charge when it carry is known as an ion. It is very clear. What is cation? Positive charge particle is called cation and negative charge particle is called anion. And how they form? When they lose electron, they carry positive charge, and that is called cation. And when any element gain electron, it carry negative charge, that is called anion. So it is clear what is cation, what is anion. Positive charge particle is called cation and negative charge particle is called anion. That is the main thing you have to keep in your mind. Please keep it in your mind. Now, so in your book, what is given? Radical, there are two types. One, first one is that positive radical. So from the name, it is very clear what is positive radical. From the name, it is very clear what is positive radical. When any atom or group of atom carry positive charge, when any atom or group of atom carry positive charge, that is called positive radical. Like, I am going to give you example. Sodium, Na4, sodium, if carry Na plus, that is a positive radical. That is called positive radical. Another example, magnesium plus 2, NH4 plus. What is the name of this compound? Ammonium ions. ammonium ion. Na plus, Mg2 plus, Na4 plus. Also I am going to give you example H2, not H2, H3O, and it will carry positive charge. Its name is that hydronium ions. Hydronium ion. So you can see it carry one positive charge, magnesium carry +2, ammonium +1, hydronium ion +1. So there is no need to learn why they carry +1 charge, why they carry +2 charge. You will study about that in higher classes. Only you have to learn what is a positive radical. If any atom or group of atom, you can see the definition. Any atom or group of atom carry positive charge, that is called positive radical. And opposite of it, second example is that negative radical. What is negative radical? Just opposite. When any atom or group of atom, any atom or group of atom carry negative charge, that is called negative radical. Means cation. Means anion. And this means cation. All positive charge particles is called cation, and all negative charge particles is called anion. So negative radical means anions. So you can write the definition also. The definition is given. When atom or group of atom carry negative charge, that is called negative radical. Example is that chlorine ion, oxide ion, bromine ions, SO4 -2, its name is sulfate. Sulfate ion, SO3 -2, this name is sulfite. NO2 minus nitrate ion. These are the ions which carry negative charge. It carry one negative charge, O2 carry -2 charge, bromine ion -1, sulfate, sulfide, and NO2 minus. These are the example of negative radical. Again I want to make you revise. What is a positive radical? When any atom or group of atom carry positive charge, that is called positive radical. And when any atom or group of atom carry negative charge, that is called negative radical. So that is a very clear. What is a positive? When it carry positive charge. When it carry negative charge, that is called negative radical. These two things you have to keep in mind. And lots of examples are given in your book. What is negative ion charge? What is a positive? One word is given, acidic radical and basic radical. In your book, page number 99, it is given acidic radical and basic radical. What is that? Actually, one thing you have to keep in your mind. Suppose I want to make you understand what is acidic radical. Acidic radical. What is that? If I will write any name of acid, suppose I take the acid HCl, hydrochloric acid. What is the name is that? Hydrochloric acid. if it break, if this acid will dissociate in water, aqueous water. Aqueous means it is dissolved in water. If hydrochloric acid will dissociate in water, what form? H plus and Cl minus. H plus and Cl minus. So we should count only this radical, not this. H and OH is an indication of the base and acid. H indicates it is acidic. H plus ion, it indicates acid. So you will not count H plus ion. Always you will count negative charge particle. And what is this? Cl minus. And Cl minus, this ions means it may be cation, it may be anion. What is it carry? It carry negative charge, and it carry negative charge, it means it is anion. And anion, the charge particle which come from acid, that is called acid radical. That is called acid radical. You can see in your book all negative charge particle. Negative charge particle, many, sulfate. Also I am giving, this is the negative acidic radical. How acidic radical? Again I am going to give you example. H2SO4. Its name is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, its name is sulfuric acid. If it will break down, it will break down into 2H plus and SO4 minus 2. You should not count this one. H plus you will not count in the case of acid. In the case of acid, you will not take H plus ion, because that is the character of acid. All acids which dissociate H plus ion. You will see this ion. This is a anion, and anion means it is coming from acid. It is coming from acid. Which acid? Sulfuric acid. That's why it is called acid radical. And in your book, many negative charge radical is given, and name what is written? Acid radical. Means the radical which are coming from acid. And positive charge particle. Positive charge particle. You can see positive radical, that is basic radical. So what is a basic radical? The radical which are coming from base. The radical which are coming from base. Suppose I take one example. Suppose I am going to rub this. Suppose I will take another example in the case of base. In the case of base. Suppose I will take NaOH. This is a base. Name is that sodium hydroxide. Its name is sodium hydroxide. If it will dissociate in water, what form? Na plus and OH minus. Na plus OH minus. And I said that in the case of acid, you will not see H plus ion, and in the case of base, you will not see OH ion. You will see another ion, and you can see it is giving Na plus ion. Na plus means cation radical. Cation radical. Na plus, it is coming from base, and that's why in the case of positive radical, it is written basic radical. Why it is written basic radical? Because these positive radicals are coming from base. So radical which are obtaining from base, that is called basic radical. Mainly positive charge particles are basic radical, and negative charge particles, which radical coming from acid, that is called acid radical. Again I am going to give you one more example. I am going to give you. Suppose I will take the example of KOH. This is also base. Name is that potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide. potassium hydroxide, if it will dissociate in water, aqueous means water in a, it is dissolved in water. Already we have discussed aqueous solution and non-aqueous solution. It is dissolved in aqueous means it is dissolved in water. What form? K plus and OH minus, and this positive radical is coming from where? Base, and that's why it is called basic radical. So these are the things. It is written in your book. What is the basic radical? What is the acid radical? What is positive radical? What is negative radical? Positive radical means which carry positive charge, and negative radical means which carry negative charge. And that radical may be single element, it may be compound. Example, I am going to give you example. Na, this is a single element, so this is a simple radical, simple positive radical, because only one atom is there. It is given in a book, simple radical, only one atom. But in the case of ammonium ion, you can see it is not the element, it is a molecule or compound, because many atoms are there. Here only one atom is there, here 415 atoms is there, and that is a compound positive radical. That is a compound form, and that is a simple radical. So this can be said simple, this can be said compound. So single and compound may be there in the case of positive and in the case of negative. In the case of negative, suppose I take the example of negative radical. Negative radical I will take. So I have given you example Br minus, Cl minus, SO4 minus. All these are negative charge, but in the case of Br minus, this is simple because only one element is there. It is called simple radical, simple negative radical. And you can see SO4 minus, it is a compound. So this is a complex form and this is a compound negative radical. So it is a conclusion is that simple and complex radical is there in the case of positive also and in the case of negative also. It is very clear. First, that is the topic is enough for you. Try to understand what is cation, what is anion, what is positive radical, what is negative radical, what is acidic radical, what is a basic radical. The radical which are coming from acidic radical, all negative charge, and the radical which are coming from base, that is called basic radical, like Na plus, K plus. Thank you and have a nice day, and my request is that please note down in your copy.